Hello YouTube, B3 here, back another kicking action figure review. Yes, today I'm finally reviewing a figure from the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure wave. It is the Marvel Now Iron Man, which is the figure I wanted second most out of this whole wave. The one I wanted most was Mark II War Machine, who I also picked up today. Got these guys at Walgreens. Walgreens is a gold mine if you're looking for hard to find like Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series figures. A gold mine. I'm serious. Walked in there today, saw this guy, the War Machine, and also Doctor Strange, and I've never, ever seen this wave in retail or anything anywhere else. Saw some at a comic shop one time for 30 a piece, but was not willing to pay that. Got these guys for 20 a piece. Totally willing to pay that. But yeah, he's a very cool figure. I'm going to zoom out a little now. Also, here's the rest of the stuff in the wave. There's the Hulkbuster I'm trying to build. I really don't care for most of the figures in this wave, but I really want that Hulkbuster. So I got these two here. Still need Blizzard, Doctor Strange, Vision, Valkyrie, and Thundra. So yeah, I gotta find them. I mean, I can get some online, but the prices are kind of in flux. But yeah, you know, we'll get to it. So here he is, Marvel Now Iron Man. I really liked this armor. I got issue 1 of this series, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I didn't subscribe to the series, though. As you can see, it's just the Mark IV Iron Man from Iron Man 2, but painted up differently, which is totally fine. 1, because they haven't used this sculpt in a very long time. 2, because I do not have a Mark IV Iron Man figure in this scale, so it's fine. I only have the 3 3/4 inch one. This is a 6 inch, so just fine. So detail and paint, as you can see, the matte black is very nice. The gold's very nice. Pretty clean for the most part. Very good. He's got these red dots all over, and the detail's not totally great on the red dots. They're just painted straight on. They're clean, but they don't look like they're glowing or anything. Of course, if they did, he might have turned out like Big Time Spider-Man. We all know what that was like. Lots of people were very upset with that, and I was a little disappointed also. I do kind of like the reactor, though, with that little dot in the middle. That's pretty cool. And the ones on the hands are fine because they're surrounded by a black ring, and they don't look as obvious as those do, as unnatural as those do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he's got, you know, the red dots all over the place. Sculpting on the bottom of the feet. No paint or anything, no peg holes. Pretty cool. One open hand, one fisted hand. That's fine. I like how they did the eyes. The eyes look pretty cool. Right there. Big problem with the figure is the back. As you can see, it's just black, and that's kind of dumb, right? Like, why not just have a little gold here? Gold on the elbows there would have been nice. I mean, there's that gold around, but that's just so they wouldn't have to cut that off, you know? I mean, it doesn't really add anything. If there was just a little more gold, like here on the elbows and right here on the back, it would be totally fine, and it wouldn't feel like it was so weird. But it does look a little weird, right? Doesn't it look a little weird? Like you flip over here and you have all this gold and stuff, and you flip back here and it's just all black. It's like, I mean, this is a $20 figure, so the quality, the paint quality shouldn't be like that. I mean, here is a $9 Power Ranger figure that's gold and black, and so the paint quality on this guy, as far as coverage goes, is about the same as a figure that's half his price. That is just something I would like to point out and be known. Articulation's pretty good, though. Head goes up a good bit, looks down a little, side to side, you know, it's got all that going on. The shoulder pads articulate so they don't hinder as much. When you go up and down on the arm, forward and back, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist rotation, in on the wrist, back a little on the wrist as well. They do pop out because I believe this Iron Man had interchangeable hands in its original release as a Mark IV. But this guy does not have interchangeable hands, which is, you know, too bad. And by the way, I get that there's a paint budget, but still, I can't stop thinking about that. Anyways, yeah, ab crunch is nice, as you can see. That's pretty cool. In and out on the legs. And you can swing them forward and then articulate the thigh swivel so he's kicking forward. So that's pretty cool. And then now it doesn't want to turn back. There we go. So that's pretty neat. Good double knee bend right there. And up and down on the foot, side to side on the foot. Not great foot articulation, but you deal with it. So there's a little bit of looseness in the legs, so mine kind of wants to fall over sometimes. So other than that, other than the few things I mentioned, he's actually quite a good figure. I do like him a lot. So let's get into size comparison, shall we? Now here's our Marvel Now Iron Man with some Marvel Legends that are just as recent as he is. Here on the left we have the Superior Venom figure from the Rhino Build-A-Figure wave. And here on the right we have the Mark II War Machine we talked about earlier. So as you can see, I think he scales fine with these guys. It's just a little shorter than the War Machine, which I don't really like, but at the same time I don't really care. Yeah. And he's a little, not really taller than the Iron Man, not Iron Man, Spider-Man, about the same height as Superior Venom there, who is Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man with the Venom sculpt, so I was not incorrect. Please don't say I was. Lots of people do that, and it's like, oh, you're usually wrong. But, yeah, I think he looks fine with these newer Marvel Legends. Here's just some other fairly recent Marvel Legends. Here on the left, Marvel Legends Infinite Series Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, from the Odin Allfather King Thor Build-A-Figure wave. And here on the right, we have Iron Patriot from the Iron Man 3 line. Yeah, so, I think he looks great with all of them as well, around the same height as, Iron Patriot. Lots say the Iron Patriot and just the Extremist body is a little small. Lots of people say that. So I guess that could mean that this Mark IV is a little small. Honestly, I think it looks fine. I don't really care. And I think it looks great with Carol Danvers over here too. So it looks great with one of my favorite figures, and I am down with that. And here's some Marvel figures that aren't Hasbro. Here on the left, we have the Hasbro re-release of a Toy Biz sculpt, Toy Biz Carnage. And here on the right, we have the Diamond Select, Marvel Select Venom figure. So yeah, two symbiotes, a coincidence, I assure you. But this is the only Diamond Select and the only Toy Biz figures that I have at my apartment for reviewing purposes. But, yeah, as you can see, Iron Man has, his sizes with the others. I think he looks fine with the Toy Biz Carnage, honestly. He'll probably work fine with other Toy Biz figures. There might be some bulk differences, but he's in armor, so it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. And, of course, the Venom here kind of seems a little too big, right? I know Venom has varied in sizes over the years, but maybe just use a different Venom figure. And, there is another Venom coming up. In the next Spider-Man wave that's coming out, there's going to be a Venom you can get. Also, Spider-Gwen. I'm so ready for Spider-Gwen, you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know how ready I am for that Spider-Gwen figure. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Marvel Now Iron Man figure? Well, Hasbro, I think, did a good job with this guy, but I honestly think they could have been, a little more thorough with the paint job. The reuse of the Mark IV sculpt, totally acceptable. The feet on mine are kind of loose, so he must have fall forward a lot, but that could just be mine. I can deal with that. It's just that back. The back and the paint on the back is the big problem I have with this figure. Just a little more paint on the back. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of Marvel Now Iron Man. Maybe he is totally black on the back, but honestly, I doubt it. I really honestly doubt it. If he is, though, I do apologize, but if not, come on. All in all, I think I'm going to give this guy 3 out of 5 stars. He's a really cool figure. I just think they could have done more with him. They have interchangeable hands for this guy. Why didn't we get him? Who knows, right? He did come with a giant Build-A-Figure part. Maybe that has something to do with it, because he came with this Hulkbuster leg, which is almost as tall as he is and also weighs a lot more than he does. And you can see that leg in a bit better detail in my Hulkbuster review when it inevitably comes, if I can ever find more of this wave in retail. I didn't get the Doctor Strange I saw today because I only have so much money, you guys. Only have so much money. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, rate, comment, subscribe, do all that, stuff. Check out my other videos, my other channels. Everything you could want is in the description below. So that's it, you guys. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all later.